Forrest Gump is one of my all-time favorite movies, and to quote the namesake character's most famous line, "My mama always said that life is like a box of chocolate. You never know what you're gonna find inside." Well, I say that content creation is like a box of donuts. What do I mean by that? Stick around and find out. Welcome back to Ria's streaming vlog. In my introduction to this series, I said this vlog was going to be a series of videos essays about, among other topics, economics. Please don't all throw the tomatoes at me all at once and turn the video off. I promise there will be some insights that are useful to you here. So, I may have mentioned in a previous video, or if you know me from outside of these vlogs, but my college degree was in economics. And as someone who studied economics, there's a lot of misconceptions and misunderstanding about what exactly economics as a discipline is. It's not about money, nor is it about making money, although money does play a role in economics. And it shouldn't be confused with financial planning, finance, or investment. And please don't ask me what the stock market is going to do, because I'm just as clueless as you all are. Although, thanks to economics, I can tell you that anybody who claims to know what the market's going to do is either number one, trying to scam you, number two, they have insider information, probably trading illegally, or number 3, they're full of baloney. Economics is a complicated and misunderstood subject, but the central premise of the entire discipline can be boiled down to two sentences. Those two sentences are number one, humans have virtually unlimited wants, but only a limited number of resources with which to satisfy them. And number two, the principle of Tonstoff. There ain't no such thing as a free lunch. To put it another way, in order to get more of one thing, you're going to have to give up something else. Or if we want to reduce those two sentences even further. Number one, resources are scarce. And number two, as a result, there will always be an opportunity cost. Now, those insights may seem trivial, but it's worth examining just how ubiquitous those two maxims are in everyday life. We have a limited amount of money with which to purchase various goods and services. In order to get more money, many people will seek employment, convert another resource, that is, time, into money. Saving and investing allow you to give up some present consumption in order to get future consumption down the road. Taking on debt does exactly the reverse. You convert future consumption into consumption today. So, why do I bring up esoteric economic stuff in a streaming focused vlog? Well, because most of us are not trust fund kids, and most of us don't have unlimited money, and all of us have a limited amount of time that we can devote to streaming, to content creation, as well as a limited number of years that we're going to be here on this planet. While the two above principles form the bedrock of economics, there are other axioms that are broadly accepted within the discipline. Those are: one, people act in such a way to maximize their own happiness, satisfaction, or what economists would call their utility. And number two, goods and services have diminishing marginal utility. That is, the first dollar, the first hour of leisure, the first bite of a meal is really, really valuable. The second of each of those, worth a little bit less. And the third, a little less still, and so on and so forth. Now, if that seems a little bit overbearing, think about it this way. Suppose I give you a dozen donuts in one sitting. I would imagine you'd really enjoy the first one. It'll taste, smell, feel a whole heck of a lot better than the 12. And so it is with streaming. Streaming, as I said, like a box of donuts. Eat too much and you'll end up sick to your stomach. Now, the insights are not just don't stream too much, although you probably shouldn't stream too much. I'll talk about that next time. But they will also provide you with a good way to think about where you should be putting your time, money, and other limited resources towards improving your content. If you go from having no webcam at all to having just a cheap $30, $40 budget webcam, which is all I had until I made this video and got this new webcam today, you will see a much better increase in your content creation than if you go from a budget $50 webcam to a nice $120 webcam where I have now. Or if you go from that to a fancy $200 webcam you'll see even smaller difference. And if you go from that to a professional grade $2,000 DSLR, you'll see an even smaller difference still. Same with audio. Moving from no mic or just a webcam mic to a budget dedicated mic will provide a massive boost in your stream's production and entertainment quality. And just the same, you will see lesser and lesser increases as you spend exponentially more on the latest and greatest gear. You can spend hundreds on the highest quality capture devices, fancy new graphics cards, spiffy chairs, and pretty much anything else. And the fact is, if you want to know exactly where and how to spend your money, there are some great videos by other channels that have already covered exactly this topic. Although, if I can corroborate one data point on where I'd put my money if I were on a budget, I'll say this. Most of the time I'm on Twitch or YouTube, there's a good chance I'm not watching any content at all. I tend to put streams on in the background while I'm grinding my daily wins on Magic the Gathering Arena, or I'm working, or taking a shower, or browsing Reddit, or eating, or probably not all of those at the same time. Don't judge me. In short, your audio probably matters a lot more than your video quality does, all other things equal. But Ria, I hear, what have you told me that hasn't already been said by plenty of other content creators making advice videos on YouTube and elsewhere? Honestly, not all that much. But I will provide one additional insight on that. Being really, really excellent in one category of value probably isn't enough to make up for extreme deficit in other quality. It doesn't matter if you are the best, most engaging streamer on all of Twitch, the greatest video producer on all of YouTube. If your audio quality is so bad that I want to cut my ears off when I listen to it, I'm sorry, but I'm not sticking around. If you have the best video production quality out there, you're barely talking, you won't answer chat, you don't respond to comments, sorry, you're probably not going to be super successful either. And I know of some people who have sunk a lot of money into having the best quality capture possible, but don't see consistent growth because of deficits in other areas. I might be one of them. Diminishing marginal utility applies to each component of making a successful stream, which implies the following. If you have some money to invest in your stream, I would recommend doing so where your stream is most lacked. Now, that probably won't help you out with your entertainment value as a streamer, and I gotta work on that too. But if you've already got a super expensive capture setup, um, I might be looking at myself on this one, then spending more money on even higher end capture equipment might not be the best, most efficient use of your money. And let's not forget about the most limited and important resource of all, time. I see way too many posts on Reddit and other social media about, I've been grinding 40 hours a week on Twitch, or my name is whatever, and I stream every single day. Now, there are people who really heckin' love streaming. I like it too. Most of the time, anyway. But when I was unemployed and I was streaming 5, 6 days a week, I burned out big time. And even now that I only stream on the weekends and the occasional bonus stream, I still like to switch between different speedruns to avoid getting too deep in the grind on any one particular game. Some of those games really, really annoy me after a while. Earth, I'm kind of looking at you. So my rule is very simple. If I ever get to the point where I'm like, yeah, I don't know if I really want to stream today. If I'm ever thinking that when I have a scheduled stream, then I'm probably streaming too much and I'm probably approaching burnout. And I need to reevaluate and adjust my schedule accordingly. Just like anything else, hobbies exhibit diminishing marginal utility. There it is again. And when you're not having fun, you're probably not streaming as well as you could. And you might end up in a vicious cycle of, oh my gosh, my streams aren't doing well. I'm not growing. I'm not growing. I gotta stream more. And now I'm getting more burned out and my quality is going down. And my growth is slowing even further. And oh crap. That's Not just saying, "Oh, yeah, you shouldn't just stream on Twitch, you should also create YouTube videos and TikToks and post on Twitter and Instagram and Snapchat and blah, 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 blah." Yeah, sure, everybody said that, and that's all well and good, but that also means just take a break. Don't stream sometimes. I don't usually stream my Magic the Gathering content because, number 1, I'm a salty, salty Magic the Gathering player, and number 2, I like having just some downtime to just play games and not have to worry about being super engaging, entertaining streamer mode. Oh my! Or at least, there's less pressure for me to do that. And for me, that's actually kind of difficult to be entertaining and engaging on stream. It doesn't come naturally for me like it does for some other people. So, next time, I'm going to talk more about this. I'm going to talk more about the value of taking breaks, taking a rest, taking a day off, not getting burned out. But until next time, stay hydrated.